It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Fight on these two. I'll go away. 15. Attack. Pick me up. Here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Chopper. Check. 15. Check. No.
Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. And I'm coming out to you. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go. Hey, no. Let him know. Check.
The hook up to Landry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 13. 15. Kill General. West.
Now a give, right side. Thompson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yellow. That's a line.
Let's go, Chief. Tighten up.
Hey, Sunday. Attack.
Let's go. Motion.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
What's the
43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And his first carry, he loses the football. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Hey, get in the weight room. Whip.
Attack.
Watch the whip.
Attack.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Darius Leonard in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go,
Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Wide, get wide. Watch the shit.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Here comes the ball. I see you.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. 44, Mike, 44. Watch the slap.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Tighten up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Rush in. You.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Every day, any day.
Motion backfield.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. I'm trying to call trot. 44's the mic. Mike's Popo. Not here.
Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Wait. Color. Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Motion.
Hey, let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice? And maybe that
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Well, Parker, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern.
Yellow.
And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll turn to Thompson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
Check yellow, yellow. Alpha.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Well, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
We got this.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Rotate. Kill. Turn it.
First down, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action now. Brissett. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the play. Show it up.
On first down. It's Mack, and this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
15, 15.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 3, check 3. 15. Yellow. Go.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color. 15. Army. 51, Mike. Scene 6. Check pass, check pass.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Yellow. 15. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hayward. Hey, color. Hey, here we go. Mike 51.
On first down, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Mahomes on target there to Hill, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
15, yellow.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He gets it to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Come on, let's go.
51.
Yellow.
51. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
It's a party now. Hey, Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
50 to edge. Let's go. Check, hang on. 26.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We're back now in KC. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Minus 50. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go again. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hustle. Here we go.
Throwing. Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point safely through, and that will get them 1 closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. He was looking for Daniels that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check curls.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darius Leonard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Let's take it inside his own 40. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brissett on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And James has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Easy. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And Daniels has it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's not going to give me. Be calm. 132 fight. Come. Switch. 15. Mike 51. Come off the ball. Come on.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow.
Watch the run. Check.
Attack. Hey, 43.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Thompson. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Come back.
51's the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Again, a run with Thompson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So